Students, now the third type on the board. We are starting with the third type to find two unknowns. In type 2 we saw the questions dealing with one unknown. Now in type 3 to find two unknowns. Okay, the question is on the board. This question was asked in the year 2009 board exams. Now let's understand the questions clearly. Given that x plus 2 and x plus 3, okay, given that this x plus 2 and x plus 3 are factors of this polynomial, okay, now they have given to us that this x plus 2 and x plus 3 are the two factors of this. First question to you all, student, what does this word factors means? You all will say that, sir, the word factor means that remainder is equal to 0. That means when here it is x plus 2, so you will substitute x plus 2 as 0, so value of x will be minus 2, and when you will substitute minus 2 in this polynomial, the remainder will be 0. Also, this also means this both are factors, so when you will put x plus 3 as 0, you will get the value of x as minus 3, and when you will substitute x as minus 3 in this polynomial, once again you will get the remainder as 0, because it's given that these two are the factors. Okay. Apart from this question, students, I want to explain this logic that why here two factors are given. Why? What's the reason? Because in maths, it's a case right from the 6th, 7th standard, and if you go in graduation or post-graduation, that whenever you need to find two unknowns, you should have two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. If at all you need to find three equations, then you should have, if you at all you have to find three unknowns, you need to have three equations. So if you need to find one unknown, one equation is sufficient. If you need to find two unknowns, as in this case, you need to have two equations. If at all you have three unknowns, you need to have three equations. And to form one equation, we required one condition. So because here in this case we require two equations, here two conditions are given. This is the logic. So from first condition, we will get first equation. From second condition, we will get second equation. We will solve both the equations simultaneously and we'll get the two unknowns. This will be the logic. That's the reason two conditions are given to us. Okay, let's start, students. It's very easy. Okay, first thing is let fx, I'll give the name f to this polynomial, is 2x cube plus ax square plus 7x minus b. 2x cube plus ax square plus 7x minus b. This is my polynomial. Okay, now if this is my polynomial, I'll start with the first factor. X plus 2 is given as the factor. So now put x plus 2 as 0. So if I put x plus 2 as 0, I don't have place. That's why I'm not writing below. You have to write it down. Therefore, value of x will be minus 2. Value of x will be minus 2. Okay, plus 2 goes there, it becomes minus 2. Now I'll substitute at the place of x this minus 2. So f of minus 2. Wherever x, I'll just substitute minus 2. So 2 as it is 2. X cube at the place of x minus 2. Minus 2 cube. Plus a as it is a at the place of x minus 2. So minus 2 square. Wait, okay. Minus 2 ka square plus 7 into minus 2 minus b. Okay, now students, at this point also I can say that it's given to us that x plus 2 is a factor, as x plus 2 is a factor. That means this value of this f of minus 2 is 0. Therefore f of minus 2 ka value becomes 0. So now at the place of this f of minus 2, I'll write 0. Okay, 0 is equal to this 2 as it is 2. Minus 2 ka cube, we have a negative number and an odd power 3. So minus will remain. So 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. It will become minus 8. Be careful. it will become minus 8. Minus 8 multiplied by 2 is minus 16. So minus 16 minus 2, a negative number but even power. So minus 2 ka square is plus 4. 4 into a is plus 4a, plus 4a, and here plus 7 multiplied by minus 2 is minus 14 minus b. Okay, therefore now let's keep the variable 4a and b over here only. What is the answer of this? Minus 16 and minus 14. Minus minus will become plus, but sign of greater number which is minus, so it becomes minus 30. Minus 16 and minus 14 is minus 30. When minus 30 comes on left side, it becomes plus. Okay, so this becomes plus 30 is equal to 4a minus b. Plus 30 is equal to 4a minus b. And students, this is my first equation. You should write it like this: 4a minus b is equal to 30. Okay, and this is my equation number 1. Okay, this is my equation number 1. Now similarly, I will solve for the second factor. You also can start with me. Our logic will be put x plus 3 equal to 0. X ki value will be minus 3. Substitute here, and once again you will say that x plus 3 is a factor, and so on. You can start. You can pause the video and you can start with me. I'm doing it here right now. Put x plus 3 equal to 0. So therefore x will be minus 3. Now substituting within this polynomial, which is f of minus 3 now. At the place of x, minus 3. 2 into x cube. So 2 into x cube matlab minus 3 ka cube. At the place of x, minus 3. Plus a into x ka square. So minus 3 ka square. Plus 7 into x. X is what? Minus 3 and minus b. Minus b as it is minus b. Okay. But as once again I will say that x plus 3 is given as factor. As x plus 3, we have to write this statement, is a factor. Therefore, what will happen? The value of this f of minus 3 is nothing but 0. Okay, so therefore f of minus 3 will be equated to 0. So now at the place of this f of minus 3, what I will write? I will write a 0, because x plus 3 is a factor. Okay, is equal to this 2 as it is 2. Minus 3 ka cube, it's a negative number, so odd power, so minus will remain. 3 cube, 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. Okay, 27 minus 27, and when minus 27 is multiplied with plus 2, it will become minus 54. So this will be here minus 54. Minus 3 ka square is plus 9. Plus 9 multiplied by a is plus 9a. Plus 7 multiplied by minus 3 is minus 21. And then minus b. Now if I see here, I have the things like minus 54 and minus 21. Okay. Now if I minus minus is plus. So 4 plus 1 is 5, and 5 plus 2 is 7. 75 minus 75. But minus 75 when comes on the left hand side, it becomes plus. So plus 75. Here it comes 9a minus b. Okay, so plus 75, 9a minus b. This is my equation number 2. You have to write it in the other manner. 9a minus b is equal to 75, like that. This is my equation number 2. So from first condition I got first equation. From second condition I got second equation, because we need to find two unknowns a and b. Now just we have to solve the two equations simultaneously. And the great part is I can see here that in the front of b I have 1 over here. When nothing is mentioned here, it is 1. Here also when nothing is mentioned, there is 1. So here also 1b, here also 1b. But signs are same. Here it is minus, here also it is minus. So whenever we have same sign, we do subtraction. So now it's upon you. Either you do subtracting 1 from 2, or you do subtracting 2 from 1. In both the cases, answer will be same. Okay. So I'm doing the subtraction. Subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. Okay. So first I'll write equation 2, because I'm subtracting 1 from 2. So you can do vice versa also. I'll write like this: 9a minus 1b is equal to 75. This is my equation 2. And my equation 1 is 4a minus b. 4a minus b is equal to plus 30. Okay. Okay. Don't forget, whenever we are doing subtraction, we need to change the sign of the second equation, the black color one. Plus 4a becomes minus, minus plus 4a becomes minus, minus b becomes plus b, plus 30 becomes minus over here. So this cancels out. So 9a minus 4a becomes 5a. Okay, and here plus 75 minus 35 minus 0 is 5, 7 minus 3 is 4, and sign of plus because plus 75 it is. So now I'll just have to solve it. A is equal to, here 5 will go down, 5 9s are 45, so 9 is the answer. Value of A is 9. Now students, what we need to do is substitute the value of A as 9 either in equation 1 or in equation 2. Okay, I'll substitute it in equation 1. So substituting A equals to 9 in equation 1. Okay, my equation 1 is what? My equation 1 is 30 is equals to 4a minus b. So I'll write here 4a minus b is equal to 30. Okay, so here at the place of a I'll substitute 9. 4 into 9 minus b is equal to 30. 9 4s are 36. 36 minus b is equal to 30. Minus b goes on that side, so becomes plus b. So and 30 comes here. So 36 minus 30 is 6 is equal to b. So my value of b is 6. So students, by this we got the value of two unknowns. Value of a is 9 and value of b is 6. Please pause the video and start doing it. The next question, students, of a same type 3, to find the two unknowns which are the type 3. Second question of this type 3. If x minus 2 is a factor of this polynomial, is a factor, if x minus 2 is a factor, that means when you will put this divisor x minus 2 is equated to 0, equal to 0, so value of x will be 2. And when you will substitute 2 in this polynomial, your remainder will be 0 because it's given to us that it's a factor. Okay, so this was the first condition. Of course, two conditions will be given because from first condition, first equation, second condition, second equation, and we require two equations to find two unknowns. Next, and when same means this same polynomial, our dividend, is divided by x minus 3. So here I'll put the divisor x minus 3 as 0. So value of x will be 3. So now that 3 will be substituted in this polynomial. So when I substitute 3 in this polynomial, my remainder will be what? See, it's written here. And when same is divided by x minus 3, this is a divisor, it leaves the remainder 52. Okay, so when the 3 is substituted in this polynomial, our dividend, the remainder will be 52. So there are two conditions. In first condition, when we substitute 2 in this, our remainder is 0 because factor word is mentioned. And according to second condition, when I substitute 3 in this, the remainder will be 52. So I'll get two equations. Okay, let's start, students. For your knowledge, students, this question was asked in the year 2013. Board exams 2013. Okay, let's start now. The basic step will be, I'll name my polynomial. Let f of x, f is the name and x because it deals with x, f of x be 2x cube plus ax square plus bx minus 14. 2x cube plus ax square plus bx minus 14. Okay, this is the basic polynomial, the dividend. Now there are two divisors, starting with the first case, x minus 2. So I'll start with the first one. Put x minus 2 equal to 0, our first one. I don't have place, that's why I'm writing on the right hand side. Therefore x will become 2 because minus 2 comes on the right hand side, it becomes plus 2. Now I substitute 2 at the place of x. Therefore f of everywhere wherever I have x, I'll just put 2. So therefore f of 2 is equal to 2 multiplied by x cube. At the place of x, I'll put 2. So it becomes 2 cube plus a into x square. At the place of x 2 square plus b multiplied by x. X की जगह पे 2 minus 14. Okay, now students, as you all know, it's clearly mentioned that x minus 2, which is given as the factor means the remainder is 0. So now I'll write here as x minus 2 is a factor, therefore this f of 2 becomes 0. This f of 2 becomes 0. So now at the place of this f of 2, I'll substitute a 0. I'll substitute a 0 over here. See, 0. Okay, is equal to 2 ka cube. 2 ka cube is 8. 8 2s are 16 plus 2 ka square is 4. 4 into a is 4a plus 2b minus 14. Now I have here plus 16. I have here minus 14. Plus 16 minus 14 is plus 2. Plus 2. But when plus 2 comes on left hand side, it becomes minus 2. Therefore minus 2 is equal to 4a plus 2b. Now I can term this also as my first equation, but I can see all the three numbers are even numbers, so they can be divided by 2. So therefore if I divide it by 2, this 4a when divided by 2, it becomes 2a, plus when 2b divided by 2 becomes 1b. I'll write just 1b, and when minus 2 divided by 2, it becomes minus 1. What I did, divided, I'll write here the reason, divided by 2, and this becomes my first equation. This becomes my first equation. I'll highlight it. Okay, now I'll start with the second part, second condition. And when this polynomial is divided by x minus 3, so my divisor is x minus 3. So now I'll put x minus 3 equals to 0. Okay, so here on the right hand side I'll write, you have to write it down only. Therefore x is equal to 3. This is my second divisor. Okay, okay, so at the place of x I'll put 3. What is my polynomial, my dividend? This one. So f of 3, wherever I have x, see here in this, wherever I have x, I'll just put 3. 2 into x cube, but at the place of x I'll put 3. So 2 into 3 cube plus ax square. So a into 3 square plus bx. So plus b into 3 minus 14 minus 14. But students, here also they have mentioned that when x minus 3 is the divisor, and when we divide this polynomial by x minus 3, the remainder is 52. So we need to write here, but remainder is 52. It's given to us. So that means at the place of this f of 3, we need to substitute 52. Okay, so at the place of this f of 3, we can mention here also, therefore f of 3 is equal to 52. So now at the place of this f of 3, I'll write here 52. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. 3 ka cube is 27. 27 2s are is 54 plus 3 ka square is 9, 9a plus 3b minus 14. Now I have here plus 54, I have here minus 14. So when plus 54, from plus 54 minus 14 is deducted, 4 minus 4 0, and 5 minus 1 is 4. So 40 will be remaining, plus 40. And when this plus 40 comes on the left hand side, it becomes minus 40. So therefore 52 minus 40 is equal to 9a plus 3b. Therefore 52 minus 40, 2 minus 0 is 2, 5 minus 4 is 1, 12 is equal to 9a plus 3b. Now I can see all the three terms are divisible by 3. So now I'll divide it, okay, by 3. So therefore 9a divided by 3 becomes 3a, 3b divided by 3 becomes 1b. I'll write only 1, or I'll only b. 12 divided by 3 becomes 4. What I did over here, I divided over here, divided by 3, and this is my second equation. So I'll highlight this second equation. 3a plus b is equal to 4, and see, fortunately the coefficient of b is 1 in the first equation, and coefficient of b is also 1 here also in the second equation, but the signs are same, plus plus, so we have to do subtraction. Either you subtract 1 from 2 or you subtract equation 2 from 1, answer will be same. Okay, I am subtracting equation 1 from 2. Okay, I'll write here subtracting, in short form I'll write subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. Subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. What was my equation 2? From 2 I'm subtracting 1. My equation 2 is 3a plus b is equal to 4. My equation 1 is 2a plus b is equal to minus 1. Don't forget to change the sign of the second equation what you wrote. Here it is in blue color. So 2a becomes minus 2a, new sign. Plus b becomes minus b and minus 1 becomes plus. This goes off. So 3a minus 2a becomes 1a, positive a, is equals to plus 4, and this is plus 1 now. So becomes 5. So my value of a is 5 now. Now I need to substitute this value of a either in equation 1 or in equation 2. It's your choice. I'll substitute this value of a in equation 1. Substituting, this was subtracting, now I'm doing substituting. I don't have place, that's why I'm going on the right hand side. You just have to do one below another. Presentation matters, you should leave line between every steps. Substituting a as 5 in equation 1. You can do in 2 also. So my equation 1 is 2a plus b equals to minus 1. So now at the place of a, 5 will come. 2 into 5 plus b is equal to minus 1. Therefore 2 5s are, it's 10. Okay, so 10 plus b minus 1. So b is equal to minus 1 minus 10. 10 goes there. So therefore b is equal to minus 11. This is our value of b. So we got our two unknowns. My first unknown a is 5 and my second unknown b is minus 11. Please pause the video, and it was an important one. Solve it.